Okay, so I realized I just made a short. You'll probably see that. Whatevs. Yeah, so I never document this stuff, so I'm going to document it now. Got, actually, my wife's car. Bringing up this old cherry picker. It's been sitting there for 23 years. I actually used this on, not the last project I did, but my car, 1970 Buick Grand Sport. This actually lifted a 455 that I completely rebuilt. Engine, transmission, suspension, electrical. Pretty much did it all except for the rear end, which I regret. And that is why in the project, which is a 65 Mustang, 6-cylinder, 4-lug. It's 1 in a million car, but I've started to kind of fall in love with it. And my mom found this old essay from high school where I said my dream car was a 3000 Mitsubishi GT and a 1965 Mustang. So, young me, totally random. I got this off my neighbor. Sad story. He did pass away. I bought it from his brother. Told him I was going to restore it and leave it here, and he can come by and check on it, whatever he wants. It actually does run. So I put some gas just down and sorry for the mess, guys. I've got a lot of stuff for this. This just happened in November. It's February now. Obviously, I don't think I got the car. No, I got the car in November, but I bought it in October. Anyway, 6-cylinder, I poured some fuel down the hole, cranked right up, started. Obviously, it didn't stay because the carburetor did have a carburetor, and he came with lots of parts, pretty much everything. If I wanted to put this as a 6-cylinder, everything is here. The new disc brakes that are for Willwood, like top of the line stuff, top of the line brake booster, which I will use the brake booster. So that's not the booster, sorry, the brake master cylinder, which is a Willwood, really nice. That I am going to use. I was kind of looking for it, but I know it's here somewhere. It is messy. It did come with a lot of stuff. Came with an engine hoist, a new gas tank. I also had a lift for it. So it's got a 4-inch like scissor lift. I'm gonna put this under. I'm not sure if you can see all that. Oh yeah, you can. Oh yeah. I gotta move the car to get there a little better. But the idea and all gas lines, all fuel lines, so I really could finish it as a 6-cylinder, like just in my head right now. I totally could, and I probably would be happy with it. The brakes are shot. The transmission might be shot actually, because it's there's some weird thing down there, and the linkage is a little wonky, so that might be one thing. But okay, let's say I could just replace the transmission and be totally good, but I don't want to do that. I kind of want to make this a daily driver, fast car. Put it this way. It would be as if I bought a 2024, because we're in 2024, Mustang GT, right? With the 400 horsepower. It's probably a little more now. Who knows what it is. That's what I want here. I want a daily driver, new fuel-injected street run. And so I might actually cut the towers. You guys probably be purists, but this is a 6-cylinder car. They made, I don't know how many 100,000s of these. I need to look again, but it's something really high. So I don't really feel bad. My other car, 1970 Buick Grand Sport, 1 of 8,000. I was in high school, so I put a 455 in it. It originally came with a 350. The 350 is still sitting there. Just because I felt bad. Like, I wanted more power, but I also wanted to keep it pure. Anyway, so that's what's going on now. I'm just going to take these out. Been sitting for that long. I already kind of brushed them off. I'm going to grease up the joints. Actually, I did that one already. There's my dog, Teffy. Teffy. Yes, good girl. And so, basically, I'm just going to clean it up. This is my hope. I'm going to clean it up. We're going to grease it all. See, this one's greased again. And it actually works like new, what a little grease will do. It was totally frozen. And I know it's ugly. Whatever, it's fine. It's good to have a lot more grease, and it'll clean up. Angle grinder, I'm going to grind them all down. But you know what? That one actually doesn't look too bad. Maybe I'll wire wheel it. Because I don't want to be here all day, guys. I'm not putting it together today, but I don't want it to, I want it to come back to life and be easy to work with, not like something I have to push really heavy, because that guy's going to come out. Not sure what's going in yet. Everyone's going to hate that I will say this, but I have been thinking about putting a 6-liter LS motor in here, Gen 3. And just the fact that I've said all that means that I've looked at it. I would totally put a 4302 in here, Tremec. I would love it. But I don't know that that's the, I don't want that to be like the top that this thing can go. Those LS motors, they look crazy. They look really fun to build and, you know, easy. I've built 2 motors. Yeah. Anyway, I've built a motor together. I know how much a pain in the ass can be. It was a Buick, so parts were expensive, parts were scarce. We had to make our own stuff. It sucked. I want something there's a lot of parts. The 302, it's like 220 stock. I don't want 220. I definitely want more. And yes, I know I can put heads on it, a cam, intake manifold, and yeah, maybe I'll get close to 400, but my mileage is going to be shit. And yes, I know, whatever. The Tremec the T5 might not even be able to handle that power if I put it up that high. I don't know. It's still something I'm considering. I'm not 100% on it. I've definitely looked at the 302, the Stay Tuned channel, who I really like watching that. It's just like hanging out with your buddies in a garage. They're doing a 302 right now. I'm going to watch that closely and see what happens with the power. And I'm sorry these videos are just going to be for my camera. So if it's really jarring, apologies. But honestly, as of this point, I'm doing this for me right now. I did get a rear end. Rear end. 92 Explorer. So it's got 373 limited slip. It's disc brake. It's the guy got a powder coat and it's already shortened. I got it off Facebook. That was the first thing I bought for the car. Opportunity was there. I thought it was a good deal. I took it. Anyway, that's there. I still haven't opened it and gone through it. But, you know, just in talking to the guy, it was me in my 20s, you know, when I was doing my first project. He may have even been in high school, honestly. But he was just so excited about his project, all this stuff. And I don't know, I trusted the dude. And he put an LS in a truck, which was really nice. And this didn't fit the truck, so I got it. I think I got a pretty good deal. I don't know anything I have to hook up beyond, but I know it's going to be a pain in the ass. I'm not doing a 4-link in the back. Budget concerns, I can't justify it right now. I know I'm going all through it and everything, and maybe it's better. Haven't decided yet. Maybe when the time comes. The front, I'm going to cut it out. I'm pretty sure I'm leaning towards that, no matter what I put in here, because I want to be able to work on it. I want a good suspension. I decided I want a good suspension, but I also want the noise of a muscle car. I'll say muscle car. It's just the noise, man. We'll see. Because I do also like the carbureted smell. It's just something, I don't know, just growing up with it. It's awesome. Anyway, getting go fuel injected, see where that goes. But if I get an LS, just hear me out, I can do stages. So I can just do a pure stock 6-liter, and that's got like 330 horsepower, 320, whatever it is. It's over 300. Just stock. So I could put that in and upgrade it later, right? I could put a cam on it, which really makes them come alive, and maybe I would do it before. But, you know, this is not a big car. The Buick, everything was massive. Like, this is definitely shorter. I have to look at how much it is, but it's quite a bit. There was always a pain to pull that motor out. This, I know with the 6-cylinder, it looks so big, right? And I've heard that Ellis can actually fit in the stock sour, so maybe that's something. I'm going to get the motor next. Again, I have not decided. I'm sorry, I'm just showing the same stale old stuff. Yeah. Anyway, cleaning this up today. My goal is to get it there, get it painted. You didn't see the paint, just put some Rust-Oleum. Look, it's not getting put together today. I don't have the time. I have to go back for a kid's responsibility. And so that's why this project is going to take a little more time. Got like an old jet ski there. That thing is excellent. Runs every time, all the time. And then a boat. We are, don't want to put too much, and you'll probably see that at some point. No, you can't see it. Anyway, we're on the water. Longer story there. Another video. Part of this is for this project. I'm thinking about going back to it real quick. That's what I'm doing today. Paint it all. I'm gonna put it on the side of the house. It's gonna be there. Rainy season looks to be over, so we're good with that. I'm gonna tarp it up, and then when I get the engine, I'm gonna put it all together and bing bang boom. I don't have the space. This is a huge mess, guys. This is still from Christmas, and it's cold here, so we have the lights on for the plants. Gotta grow the plants, right? But it is nice having fresh spices. Anyway, this is all going to be cleaned up. I know it looks messy. Trust me, when I got this in November, this thing was almost all pristine. I did move a lot over to this side. I wanted to paint it. It's not in bad shape at all. But, you know, if I'm going to be doing stuff in here, I kind of wanted it nice and clean. Never had a clean work surface, guys. Anyway, getting back to it. I might just put the carburetor on. This brand new carburetor. The guy had everything really here, like I said, to restore it. Don't want to do that again, but I you know, maybe I'll put it on and just drive it around a little bit. I do have to do the brakes. They're terrible. We'll see if the transmission works, but how much easier this project would be if I could just drive this around, right? Yeah, so that's the goal. Yeah, and it came with everything. Like I said, battery even, battery charger, lots of cool stuff. And I just got a book from my neighbor. There was one more thing that they missed. So awesome. Anyway, that's it for now.